Welcome to the channel where we explore strange and bizarre history from the past and present. Today, we're going to delve into a concept that has captivated the human imagination for centuries. From ancient legends to modern-day cautionary tales, this idea has been a timeless reminder of the dangers of ambition, greed, and the pursuit of power. So let's dive in and explore the history and importance of the Faustian bargain. You might be thinking, well, what exactly is the Faustian bargain? Have you ever heard the expression, making a deal with the devil? Well, so what, you might say? That doesn't explain what the Faustian bargain is. Well, picture this. You're desperate for something, whether it's money, power, fame, maybe even love. And then a mysterious figure shows up and says, I'll give it to you, just sign the contract. And you sign the contract on the dotted line without reading the fine print. While you do get your wish and get all of the things you've ever dreamed of, it's not until the end you find out that the price you paid for all those wonderful things is steeper than you expected. The term Faustinian comes from the legend of Faust, who was a character in German folklore who sold his soul to the devil in exchange for unlimited knowledge and power. Historically, there are records of a real person by the name of Johann Georg Faust. He was born in Germany around 1480 and studied at the University of Heidelberg, where he obtained a degree in divinity. It was said of him that he was very skilled in the arts of alchemy, astrology, and magic. Faust's reputed skills in all those fields were, after all, pursuits that required a significant amount of learning, even if controversial for the day. During the 16th century, however, Faust was already becoming a legendary figure, known through oral tales and early written accounts. Now, whether or not those accounts hold any truth to them, well, that's a whole other matter. Johann Manlius was a German theologian and historian. His most famous work was his biography of Faust titled Collection of Commonplaces, first published in 1562. This book is considered one of the earliest and most influential accounts of the Faust legend, which helped popularize the story. It's important to take into account that the biography is a mixture of both fact and fiction, which serves as more of a cautionary tale of seeking knowledge and power through occult means, and the value of living a simple and virtuous life. It is believed that Manlius may have gotten his information about Faust from his conversations with Philip Melanchthon, who was a German theologian. There is no direct evidence that Melanchthon actually met Faust in person, despite Manlius's claim of a personal acquaintance. Although an encounter between the two would have certainly been possible since both men moved in the same scholarly circles in Germany, there was one author who viewed Faust in a more compassionate light, although his view was not widely accepted. In a book written by Johann Weyer in 1563 titled On the Tricks of Demons and Incantations and Poisonings, Weyer, who was a physician and a student of the occult, he suggested that many of those who were accused of witchcraft were not in league with the devil, but instead were suffering from delusions or mental illness. While the book itself isn't specifically about Faust, Weyer uses Faust as an example of a figure whose reputation as a magician had been inflated far beyond reason. Weyer writes that Faust was a man who wandered through many regions boasting of great skill in the magical arts, and suggests that his feats were more likely the result of clever deception or mental instability rather than any actual pact with the devil. In one of the earliest known contemporary sources to mention Faust, providing a glimpse into how he was perceived during his lifetime before his antics were blown up to legendary proportions. There was a Benedictine abbot by the name of Johannes Trithemius of Sponheim. Trithemius recounts an encounter, or at least a report about Faust, and offers a scathing assessment. He noted that Faust had stylized himself with grandiose titles such as Master George Sibyllicus, Faust the Younger, Fountain of Necromancers, Astrologer, Second Magician. Well, Trithemius saw right through this and dismissed these claims as nothing but bombastic nonsense. And he wrote that Faust was nothing but a vagabond who boasted about his supposed mastery of the occult and claiming abilities like revealing the secrets of the ancients or performing miracles. He accuses Faust of being a fraud who promised more than he can deliver and whose only real skill was the ability to deceive people. The concept of the Faustinian bargain has undergone significant evolution over time, reflecting on changes in societal values, cultural norms, and philosophical perspectives. The original legend of Faust has been reinterpreted and reimagined in various forms of literature, art, and popular culture. In the medieval and Renaissance periods, the original legend of the Faustinian bargain was seen as a cautionary tale about the dangers of hubris, ambition, and the pursuit of knowledge at any cost. The story was often used to illustrate the consequences of making a pact with the devil and the importance of living a virtuous life. During the Romantic era of the 19th century, the Faustinian bargain took on a more nuanced and complex meaning. The legend was reinterpreted as a symbol of the human condition, with Faust representing the struggles and contradictions of the human experience. The bargain was seen as a metaphor for the trade-offs between knowledge and power and happiness. In the 20th century, the Faustinian bargain was reimagined in the context of modernity and the rise of science and technology. The legend was used to explore the consequences of scientific progress and the ethics of playing God. The bargain was seen as a symbol of the dangers of unchecked ambition and the importance of responsible innovation. Today, the concept of the Faustinian bargain has evolved to encompass a broader range of themes and issues, and it's used to explore the trade-offs in between. For example, AI is an amazing technology that can do some pretty impressive things, but it also has a very dark side. No devil involved in this one, just some code money and bad intentions. Deepfake videos have been used to impersonate celebrities with surprising accuracy. AI has the ability to create realistic videos of your favorite celebrity using the celebrity's voice to say whatever it is you want them to say. The technology is so impressive that scammers were able to fool plenty of people with it. Surveillance brings up the issue of safety versus privacy. Cities love facial recognition. Think low crime and safe streets. China's got a lock on it with their social credit system, spotting jaywalkers like it's nothing. Sounds like a pretty nice deal, right? To be able to walk where you want to walk in safety and security? What's the catch, you might ask? Every move you make is tracked. Your data is not yours anymore. One misstep and you're flagged forever. Trading freedom for a safety net? That's as Faustinian as it gets. So what can we learn from the Faustinian bargain? The most important lesson is that true power and knowledge come from within. When we sacrifice our values, integrity, or moral principles to achieve our goals, we risk losing ourselves in the process. The Faustinian bargain reminds us that there are consequences to our actions, and that our pursuit of power and knowledge must be balanced with wisdom, humility, and a sense of responsibility. And that's the Faustinian bargain. Spot any shady deals in your life? Let us know in the comments. Smash that like button if this blew your mind. Subscribe for more strange stories and tap that bell so you don't miss out. Until next time.